30 years ago, I had a dream of creating a brand new garden. Little did I know it was going to end up 3 acres. This was a bare patch of land, nettles up to here. We cleared it, planted it, and now we have a finished garden. It only took 30 years. Every tree you see here, including the large pine, we planted ourselves. Herne was the ancient English protector of the woodlands and fields. So what better person to stand guard over our gardens? This is our wonderful Green Man feature, all recycled water. One of the very first features we put into the garden. With 3 acres of garden, we have to think, as we do on a lot of our sites, low maintenance. And there's nothing much lower than scree gardens. No weeding, no mowing. It's a simple membrane with gravels of any colour over the top. Here we wanted to create a little bit more formality as a contrast to the more rolling and rugged area that we're in here. What better than topiary? Very easy to maintain, just clip it once, twice a year. And have fun in the middle with different colour foliage. Even after 30 years, we're still having new ideas. So here we wanted to have a new walk from the front garden to the rear garden, and what better than a walk of the gods, showing all the different religions and spiritualities of the world. What better sentiment than from the great 1970s philosopher, Dave Allen. We use Whitlenge Gardens to show what creative landscapes can actually do for you. So here we have 6 individual bubblers, all self-contained. So people can come along to the gardens, enjoy the flowers, the shrubs, the scents, but they can also see features that you can almost take home with you. And this is one part of the garden that everyone talks about. This is our beautiful bog garden, with each leaf of the gunnera being something like 6 to 7 feet across. Absolutely primeval. We never stand still at Whitlenge. This water feature was not here 3 months ago. If you live near a motorway, a busy road, a school or a pub, these water walls are fantastic, and they're all recycled water. And here we have the Knight of the Round Table to go with the sword in the stone. Again, have fun in the garden. Yeah, this is an area of our garden that was 18 years ago was a field. This is a new acquisition. We planted the trees literally as 6 to 7 foot standards, and here they are 18 years later, a little woodland for us. And what do you find in the woodland? We want to find something for the children. So we created Hobbiton. So who better than Gollum to greet you? But don't worry, Gandalf's on hand. And at 6 o'clock at night, some nights, you can see Frodo coming home from the Shires. This is our private garden, which we open now 4 times in the year to raise money for the Macmillan nurses through the National Garden Scheme. And this, with the fencing and all the new features, gives us our little bit of heaven here away from the main garden. And then we purchased another lump of land. This was the local farmer's rolling acres, and we purchased this. And I always wanted, when I saw this bank 30 years ago, to put a stream through it, but the farmer wouldn't let me do it through his corn. Now we've done it. So it's just another chunk of garden that we're adding on through the years. We're not going to stop. We've got 25 acres down the back yet. This hornbeam gazebo took 8 years to grow, forming it slowly over a metal archway, weaving them together. This labyrinth was created using 1 peg in the middle and a 40-foot long piece of string with knots in. And that is well worth looking at on Google Earth. Accurate to a millimetre. Great fun for the children. They can run around that all day before they go and collapse in the tea room while Mom has the scones. Every garden should have a solar calendar, and that's exactly what this is. This is actually aligned to the winter solstice. So for 4 times of the year, you can see almost accurately where the sun is and what time of the year it is. So once you've walked the gardens, you'll need refreshments, so why not go to the tea room? But on the way, you have to walk the gauntlet of the nursery. Can you resist buying any of these beautiful plants? If you brought the children with you, why not take that cup of tea into the playground and just let them run around and use up that last little bit of energy before they go home. There's ducks, rabbits, chickens. So come along. We're open 7 days a week. Enjoy the weird and wonderful garden and a really good cup of tea afterwards.